teach world history and geography here at JCIB. And so my memories about September 11th, I was a senior in college, and I remember waking up on the morning of September 11th and vaguely listening to the news while I was getting ready and knowing that something clearly significant had happened. And so I remember turning on the TV and just being shocked at seeing, at that time, it was when the first plane had crashed into the Trade Center towers. Went on and went to class that day, and I can remember every class, we just had TVs on. Everybody was just huddled around TVs anywhere you could see one on campus, wanting to see what was going on with the events. I can remember everybody, for some reason, being compelled. We all wanted to call our parents and check on our families and make sure everybody was okay back at home as well. And then I remember that night, kind of spontaneously, there was a candlelight vigil that kind of somebody organized on our campus there as well. So that's what I remember about the day.
My name is Ms. Burt. I'm an algebra teacher here at Shades Valley High School. On 9/11, I was in 7th grade. I was 12 years old, and I was headed to my history class. When I walked in the classroom, I can remember it being completely silent. The teacher wasn't talking. Everybody was just sitting down, and their eyes was glued into the screen. We walked in, we were happy and playing, but then seeing the scene that was playing out in front of us, we were all like, hey, what's going on? And when we found out, we were just in complete shock. I can remember being scared, wondering, what was going to happen next. And just sitting in that class and watching the whole thing play out. When we walked in, the first building had already been hit, but we watched live as the second building was hit by the second plane, and we also watched as the Pentagon was hit as well. I can remember just being shocked and in fear, and that's all I really remember.
Hi, I'm Ms. Waits. I teach 11th grade literature and theory of knowledge at IB. With 9/11, I was in 3rd grade in Miss Oswald's room, and so when we had the big brick TVs up on the wall, and I just remember that something was happening, and in another teacher's classroom, they were watching it. So when we got out in the hallway, everyone was kind of talking about it, but nobody really understood. So that a lot of people started checking out of school, and I'm from Montgomery, and there's a large military base pretty close to my house that is one of the centers of information for the country. Apparently, I learned that day because we didn't think that there would be any sort of target, but at the same time, when your anxiety is high, everybody was kind of wondering because we only lived a few streets away from it. So other than that, just that very vivid memory of first finding out. And then I do know a friend of mine, her dad was in New York at the World Trade Center that day, but he had luckily left right before it happened. So there was just someone that it could have touched, but fortunately it didn't, at least not in that way. So those are all of my memories.
Well, I was in Dallas, Texas that morning, and I was supposed to fly back home to Birmingham. And thankfully, before I got on the plane, FAA grounded all air traffic. So I took my rental car and drove all the way to Birmingham that day. And it was a very eerie day for me because I didn't see what was going on. I could only imagine it. But it had a profound effect on me, and it certainly changed this country. And I think it changed it for the better because we were more united after 9/11 than I've ever seen us. So hopefully we can get that unity again.